I've never been more excited about photography as I am right now. In my entire career as a photographer, this is the best. Well, I believe that there's so much more to photography than just trying to capture the outward appearance of subject matter. I feel that by exploring expression, we can go within the subject matter. So by entering into a subject, like for example, an arbutus tree, we see an arbutus tree, that's the outward appearance. I believe we can go within the arbutus tree by experimenting and exploring and investigating the subject, and we can discover a new expression. We can discover the mystery of the unseen within the arbutus tree. That's what's so exciting about expression and photography. Well, I said to myself, well, if painters can start an art movement by just changing how they use their tools, why not photographers? Photography is an art form just like painting is, and we have a tool, and we can use this tool just a little bit differently, just like painters can. So why not? So instead of just being in the box, maybe I'll photograph like this and do this. And I had actually done a book on Barkerville, so I had photographed Barkerville from a documentary perspective. And so a few days before the workshop was to begin, I went to Barkerville and I just started to warm up, started to photograph, and I went right back into my representational shooting, and I said, my God, this is so boring. Like, I just was not inspired whatsoever. And then it suddenly, the light went on as a result of the studying I had done. I realized that gold was discovered and Barkerville was created in the 1870s. That's the exact same time as the Impressionist movement began in Paris. And so the light clicked, and I said, perfect, I'm going to photograph Barkerville as a photographic impressionist. I made this image of the main street with a horse and carriage going down the main street. I took it in the style of an impressionist, and I said, wow, and then I was off to the races. 4 years ago, I visited my sister's painting studio in Ireland, and I wanted to take a photograph of the studio, and I quickly realized that one image capture is never going to capture all what's in that studio. And that's when I came up with the idea of multiple perspective photography, where I walked down through the studio and I just took a multiple exposure of 9 images. 1, 2, 3, and I walked down through the studio and I captured as many aspects of all the paraphernalia that was in the studio. And now when I look at that image, it invites you to journey on a journey of discovery. It invites you to journey through the studio, and you end up examining all the different aspects of what's in that studio. And I took the multiple perspective concept and I worked it into the street scenes of Montreal. I can now change the sky within, just by using my camera. I can add the colors of the flowers in the garden into the sky behind the aspen trees. I just like to say that the challenge is a wonderful way to bring photographers and groups of photographers, camera clubs, together through artistic expression, really.